I had the best pork tenderloin of my life.
The second thing is it's going to give you a focus. And that focus, if you'll notice, is a U.S. in there. It ain't about you, it's about us.
Whether you believe it or not, you're different. That's why you're in this room. You're not no average-ass, regular person.
It ain't no other option. We're here to win.
Let's try to bump this thing up to 121. I love that number 21 for some reason. So if you know anybody out there that would enjoy this wonderful, truthful, wholehearted, it's an epic show, not just epic, it's entertaining and informative as well. Please, it could be the homie, the friend, even your kids, go ahead and subscribe, please, immediately, so we could get to 121 like real quick. Then after that, we're gonna set another goal, but that's the goal. Let's get to 121 in 2 weeks. Okay, I tell you what, if you get Bishop Deacon Brother Neely to 121 in 2 weeks, 3 at the most, let's say 2 weeks, you just, how do they do it? How do they reach you?
Comments, like,
okay,
share.
you get in the comments and you tell me what you want to discuss, and we will, matter of fact, FaceTime you and put you on, and you guys do anything you want. Or I'll go on and respond to your questions for 21 minutes. How about that?
That's a deal.
Is that a deal, y'all? I saw somebody's like, yeah, dog.
Morning. How we doing? Great. You great or we good? Great. You great or we good? Great. Why we so great?
Another thing that's not the day.
Another day at work. Another day at work? Anybody on this side? Woke up this morning? Last this side. I need this side.
I had a nice Valentine's Day.
What'd you do?
I took my girlfriend out to Black Belly. It's a restaurant over on the Rapidan.
I heard about it.
Yeah, it's her favorite spot.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's
What
good.
did you eat?
Me personally, I had some spatzel. I love their beef tartare.
Black folks know what's best.
Yeah, so spatzel's like a fried German pasta with bacon in it. It was decent. I had the best pork tenderloin of my life. It came with some gnocchi. It was really good. And then they have a beef tartare, which I really enjoy.
We definitely don't know what that is. Anybody else? Who had a great Valentine? Ain't nobody taking it know what y'all see. All y'all got NILs, ain't nobody taking it
I had a good one. My family came to see me. Yeah, so I hadn't seen my wife or my children in about 6 weeks, so they flew in Friday night, so it went by too quick, but we had a good time and, went up to Estes Park, walked around a little bit, I went on a little hike yesterday, went out to eat. Yeah.
Did you see what they call the big things?
The llamas?
Yep.
No, we saw llamas. We saw llamas at a gas station. Yeah, hopping around everywhere. Yeah.
You didn't see any elk?
No, didn't see any elk, but we saw llamas.
You had a good time?
Yeah, we had a great time.
Anybody else Valentine? Anybody do it big on Valentine? Stand up. Show us the thing how you do it.
I wanted to surprise my girlfriend and watch the lacrosse game. Yeah, took her out.
You surprised your girlfriend with a lacrosse game?
Nah, I mean, surprised she knew I was coming.
Oh.
Yeah.
So she played lacrosse or
Yeah,
you
she
took
played lacrosse.
Oh, see, you just gotta explain that. So what she said, so she was playing and she looked back and saw you?
Nah, like, she didn't know I was coming into town. Like, I went Friday and she didn't know I was there. So her friends picked me from the airport. I just,
Then you flew in.
yes, sir.
NILs are good, ain't they?
For offense this week, the word is execution. Okay, that's our mindset this week. Finishing, completing our work, taking our relationship to getting to results. Okay, so we've been spending time talking about our whys, right? And that's very important, but we have to absolutely want to be the one and win in everything that we're doing and complete our work and finish. Talking about not giving the other team the football, not taking sacks, not taking TFLs, not having negative plays, and then winning the game with explosives, touchdown.
I went somewhere this weekend, I think it's Colorado Springs, and I'm sitting, beautiful room, sitting on the balcony, just looking at one of the most beautiful views during I ever seen. And as well as the view, I thought about the location. And I said, wow, if I wasn't in the proper location, I couldn't see the view. The view is the location. You got the car that you got, that you want, and you desire, that you dreamt of, because you want to see how folks view you. Really, it's about you. The jury that we possess, the look that we possess, that thing that we possess. It's about how people view you. Are you located where you're supposed to be? Are you viewed properly where you're supposed to be viewed? How do your teammates see you? How do your coaches see you? How do I see you?
Yeah, good morning, fellas. Good morning. Okay, so when I think about view and location, first and foremost, to me, I'm a believer, right? So how does my Father view me? I'm already loved. I'm already enough. He's given me gifts that I haven't even fulfilled to this point, right? So I'm already enough. I'm already loved. So if I operate from that standpoint, then I can go do anything with no fear, because it's already written for me. You understand that? Yes, sir. And then it's about how do I view myself. I understand other people got opinions, other people have perspective, but the longest conversation that you're ever going to have is the one that you have with yourself. So how do you view yourself? And you got to make sure that you do this too now, because a man tells himself one or two things every morning. When you look in the mirror, you tell yourself the truth or you tell yourself a lie. So make sure how you're viewing yourself is accurate. Seek feedback from other folks, people whose opinion you respect and whose opinion that you will follow. Everybody good with that?
Yes, sir. Yeah, when you talk about view, sometimes you can't have anything to do with your location, right? But it is all about your vision, right? For me, it's not about just seeing things, it's about vision. And your vision is going to do three things. It's going to give you fuel every day. So if you wake up every day and have a vision for what you want to become, what we all want to become together, it's going to fuel you. When the workout's going to fuel you in your extra work, like we talk about, it's going to make you a psychopath at what you want to do to be great at what you do. The second thing is it's going to give you a focus. And that focus, if you'll notice, is a U.S. in there. It ain't about you, it's about us. So when you wake up every day, if your vision is right, your focus will be right. And then your focus is on what your view is. And the last thing is this. When you have the right vision, you'll have the right finish. You'll have the right finish. Because if you put in the time to make sure that I'm focused, if I'm putting the time to make sure I have the right fuel, then I'll make sure with all that time spent that we're going to finish. We talked about it this morning. There's one thing we want to do here. Let's don't get it twisted. Win. Does everybody understand that? Win. Whatever it takes, whenever it's necessary, and what is next.
When I think about the view, for me it has a lot to do with my faith. All right? It has a lot to do with my faith. So one of the things that I thought about, how does the enemy or your enemy always try to attack you? By your vision. That's the view. That's the view. It's about what you see, not have anything to do with sight, but it's have everything to do with what you see on the inside. So my view is that every single time. And how do I match that? How do I match that? The next question that Coach talked about was the location piece of it. We had a scripture up last week, and God asked Adam, where art thou? Where art thou? So when I think about my location, it ties into my view. It ties into my view because I got to know this every single day that I get up out of bed. All right? I got to know when I get up, my actions have to match the plan and the design that God has put in my heart. Does everybody understand that? Sure. That's how I know the difference between that view and that location. That's what my grind is about. That's my why. That's what I'm driven by. All right? And if we can permeate that, when we permeate that throughout the whole entire culture, we win. Every play, what DBs? One play at a time. One play at a time. That's view and that's location, gentlemen. How do you view yourselves? You know, that's the biggest thing, man. We can't get consumed or concerned with other people's views of us. The other thing with view is this. Look around. You like what you see? You like who you're surrounding yourself with? You like who your leaders are? Because if you do, that means you're in the right location. Because location is important. And what everybody needs to understand about location is it can be physical location of where you physically are, or it can be where you at in your journey. Okay? So it can be physical, but it also can be subjective as to what other people think it should look like. I agree with Coach. Don't get concerned with what other people think it should look like. Only get concerned with what God has for you. Only get concerned, again, for what God has for you. Now, the question you need to ask yourself on a daily basis is this: am I in line, aligned to receive his plan, his view for me? Am I in the location he wants me to be in? Okay? You've got to ask yourself those questions. The other question I have for you guys is this: are you willing to improve your view and your location? Are you going to do that? Are you willing to sacrifice and work? Are you willing to allow us as coaches, as mentors, to help you with your view and your location? Because we are here to help you with that.
All right, so view has always been God first. All right, family second, and then football third. All right, just a little bit about myself. I really had to find God, all right, because climbed up the profession fast, right? At one point, I'm the youngest coordinator in the Big Ten. I then go win 2 Big Ten titles, make it to the college football playoffs 3 years in a row, and then don't have a job. No one's picking up the phone all of a sudden. All right, so, you know, you really find out who God is and who you are when you're going through adversity in life. The coach talks about it all the time. Days are going to be difficult. Weeks are going to be difficult. There's going to be early morning things. All right, but when it gets hard, all right, in life, and you face adversity, who are you? Who do you become? What do you do? Where do you go? How do you work? What type of leader are you? What type of follower are you? What type of servant are you? Okay, so that's the biggest thing for me. Family, number 2, is the second most biggest thing for me. I'm the second oldest of 10 children. Okay, the oldest son. Everybody, my younger brothers, they all went on to play football after I did. Everybody looked at me. Okay, so family's everything to me. All right, Coach talked about it today. There's people that want to be head coaches in the room. I want to be a head coach. All right, but the way that you get there is applying enthusiasm to the job that you have. Mark Rick told us that a long time ago when I was a graduate assistant coach. You see? All right, so serve the person to your right and your left. If you don't like who you are, who you have been, you have the ability to change, man. Okay, you can change. It's a daily walk with God. All right, what we do is hard. It's difficult. All right, but things in life that are worth accomplishing will be difficult. Understand that. All right, and then the last thing, all right, is football. All right, everybody's here for a reason. All right, and God has called all of us here in this room for a reason. Okay? So take advantage of every opportunity and don't let a day be wasted. All right, because the location, all right, that we're at is right here, right now. It's Boulder, Colorado. All right, the view, all right, is, you know, I wrote this down, where you are now and where you're going. All right, and every day there's daily decisions and there's daily consequences, and it's the habits and it's the behaviors that you form right here, right now, that are going to take you where you want to go. Everybody got it?
The common denominator on this is work. Okay? You start off where you're born, where you're from. If you don't like it or you love it, doesn't matter. You want to build your own, you got to work for it. Okay? If you start at the bottom, you're going to stay at the bottom if you don't work. O-line, we do this all the time, right? If you want to move up the depth chart, you got to work. You got to bust your ass and you got to kick ass in front of you. All right? As far as your view is still tied into your work. Okay? How people perceive you or how they view you is built off of your actions and how you work and how you carry yourself from day to day. Okay? If you don't have a good sense of self, good view of yourself, you have to work at it and get better. But you don't have to work at it by yourself. That's why we are here, to help you learn how to work and increase your view and your location.
All right, talking view. First thing, God. First thing, God should be the only thing that could judge you. All right. Second thing is yourself. It shouldn't matter about nobody else in the room as long as you got the self-respect and the self-motivation. Your view should be fine. Everybody should view you as you that do, because I got the self-motivation and the self-gratitude that my view is that. All right. Talking location. Location is all about being where your feet is. All right. My view is also like how Coach Fletcher says, my why. When I'm looking at people viewing me, they should see everything I've been through in my why. And that's why my location is where my feet is. All right? So keep that in mind.
Coach, on this one, I got to go, okay? You know, they say without vision, the people will perish.
Right.
It's biblical. And so for me, like I think about when Coach said view, I had a lot of views I didn't want to see. And in my head, I said, man, I gotta change this. In my heart, me and Jay Phil talked about this. You have it in your heart, your mind, your spirit that this has to be different. This has to change. And I'm the one that's gonna change it. All of us have the ability to change the way that we see what we see. We can change that. Sometimes we forget that we're special, that we got that dream in our heart. That's why we're in this room. Everybody in this room is different. Whether you know it or not, whether you believe it or not, you're different. That's why you're in this room. You're not no average ass regular person. Because if you were, you'd be back home in them same views that you were running from, that you didn't want to be in. So now that we have this view, we can continue to change it every day, right? And Coach talked about it this morning. I'm already successful, but I want to win. So last year I was a head coach. And the next guy that got the job after me said, why did you hire so many people? It's because I want to bring people up too. I want them to change their view. So I'm in this room right now. I'm telling everybody in here, why not us? Why can't we make it the view we want it to be? I always start offense, close your eyes and feel confetti falling down on you. That's the view I want at the end of the season. I hope that's the view y'all want.
Morning, fellas. Morning, fellas. Morning. How we do anything is how we do everything. When I think about you, how we do anything is how we do everything. How do the coaches view you guys? Think about that every day. How do coaches view you? How do your teammates view you? When you walk around, when you wake up every day, what do we see? Do we see leaders of men? Do we see followers? So every day you wake up, you got to make a decision. How do I want to be viewed when I walk in this building? That's how I see you. When we talk about location, be grateful. Be grateful for where you're at today. A lot of us had opportunities to go other places. Transfer portal guys, people that transferred in here. You had other opportunities, other places to go. But God sent you here. You're here for a reason. All right? So let's make sure that we take advantage of that. All right? Make sure we come to work every day. Make sure, all right, we are grateful each and every day that we're here, that we're able to work with our brothers.
Some of y'all want to go pro. I don't mind that. I want that for you. Some of y'all want to make money. I don't mind that. I want that for you. But when you do this, it comes naturally. It enhances your view as well as location. To get possession of by effort, a fortune. To obtain by work. So you mean to tell me the way you win is you do what? Work. The way you win, you do what? Work. To gain in or as if in a battle or a contest. To be the victor in. Who's a winning quarterback that you know? That you know of? Tom Brady, because he won how many championships? 7. Who else is a winning quarterback that you know? Who? How many did he win? 3. Let me tell you about a winning quarterback that don't get the credit because he didn't win the big one. A guy named Jim Kelly. Who all know Jim Kelly? What did Jim Kelly do? Won. He's Hall of Fame, isn't he? But the thing about it, he fell short because he didn't win the big one. Led his team to the Super Bowl 4 years straight. Do you understand what it takes to lead a team to the Super Bowl 4 years straight? But he's not known as a winner because of one game. We're here to win, fellas. That's it. It ain't no other option. We're here to win. Do you understand everything we do, everything we talk about, everything we're about, every meeting, every rep in the weight room, every lap conditioning, everything we do, your education, your academics, the way you're taught about life, we're here to do one thing. It trips me out how some of them trip with you and Chico and y'all on the inside.
Mm.
How? Like,
How you tripping with the guy that's at the scene of the crime and telling you what transpired? Like how you doing that? I don't understand that. And you on the outside looking in, and you trying to tell somebody what you hearing on the news, and these guys are hearing where the news at. I don't understand. You the Chico got access, baby. Come on,
Yeah.
man, big dog. So you got full access, Neely. You're in there, and I'm gonna give you credit, and I'm gonna give you respect and appreciation for not saying everything that you could.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate that because you do a really good job of protecting people as we do and not saying everything that you could because you see it.
Terris C. Harris, managing partner of the Cochran firm Jackson, is one of the premier litigators in the United States. Dedicated to furthering the values of Johnny Cochran, Harris believes attorneys have a duty to restore voice to the silenced and give justice to the wronged.
The reason that you are a member of the Cochran firm is that you share my commitment to excellence to our clients.
Harris's success is credited to a set of core values shared by his team of attorneys, professionals, and staff.
You've proven to me that you care and you want to do the best job for all of our clients.
I'm here to make sure that they have a voice.
Named one of the top 10 trucking lawyers with a $150 million settlement, Terris Harris continues to prove that he is committed to obtaining the best possible outcome for his clients.